It's mad, isn't it? Because although this kind of new world order and this pushing on seems to mean the death of everything that is good, everything that is loving, it seems almost inexorable. And I came out to look at the Brambles situation because my friends said they might come over and help me recover those hawthorns that we planted behind. And it's like, how do you deal with something that's so enmeshed? It's in every tax, it's in every fine, it's in every commercial contract, it's in every purchase or rental of a house. And yet we do have to deal with it. We can't just say, okay, we give up. So that's why I wanted to go to the court in terms of the highest court. And a lot of people said, oh, that's going for the, you went right into the belly of the beast. And then other people said, we've got to take the head off the dragon. And other people said, we've got to get to the root of all evil. So in a sense, the Brambles were a really good imagery. So I thought, why don't I just come and see if I can make any headway at all? And sure enough, all these little trees are now saved. Oh, that was maybe an hour's work, but worth doing. I have to start the other side now in a minute. And you can see the beloved oak tree that I'd love to recover and the compost system. This stuff, it inexorably marches on, but we have to do what we can. Do it on the immediate level, in your course of work, and also just see if we can stop this before it goes too far. And these awful, insidious, very, very dark measures, for example, migration being moved from an Irish decision to a European decision. There is a lot of money exchanging hands in Europe. It's another thing that would need a referendum. And in line with the unloving speech bill, they're really setting us up for a disaster because, of course, people come in, we don't have anywhere to put them. Everybody's very, very desperate economically. There's all different sorts of rules, all sorts of different mores and customs, and yet we can't establish any ground rules. Ireland can't, the individual can't. We'll be tied in a terrible, terrible knot, so that has to stop. But we have to start somewhere. And then the patent, they're bringing that patent referendum, but we don't even know, and I'm going to ask some patent lawyers today, we don't even know if there's any ground rules about what things are allowed patents. When you think about Bill Gates having exclusive rights to the computerization of the human body, I mean, if you think about how they're allowed to put in IP technology to mosquitoes, and not declare it, and produce and release maybe 200 million on a city. All of these things are connecting us to the Internet of Things. All of these things are making us more electromagnetic. When they tried that tracking system, which they're calling surveillance and for security and monitoring, when they tried it on the birds in Hawaii, in Maui, to see if there were still any of those endangered species left and how they got on, they all instantly died. We don't know what we're dealing with, and we certainly don't want it removed from Ireland, from our constitution, from our decision making. These things are not in consonance with our constitutional values. And so let's hold on to all that is good and say no to this government that is just, I don't know what it's doing, but it seems to be passing its responsibilities to Europe, to artificial intelligence, to funders, to corporations, almost completely, and we mustn't let that happen.